Hello. I earlier on asked about a question regarding theism, and the questions are basic, about where's the origins, where are the organized factions of theistic Satanism. And in reality, a lot of people talk a lot of garbage the way I see it. They say, oh, we're an ancient order. I've heard that so many times that, show me the archaeological digs and show me the dates. I have two words I always tell people now that I feel as though if they're going to baffle you with bullshit, prove it. Show me. And that's the funny thing. People will sit there and try to make it like an ego issue. Well, why should we show you? Well, if I'm asking you the question, so is 20 other million people that have the questions too. Or whoever has the question. It doesn't have to be a number. So that was my thing. It's like, look, I want to know what you know. What is it that makes theistic Satanism any different, special? How does it work for the individual? How does it work for a collective group? And that kind of thing, because obviously there is a separation socially and ideologically, but mostly socially with the atheistic and the theistics. And I myself consider myself deistic, so it's a little different. And but I've been affiliated with, or associated with, I should say, with a few people. And what they've been doing is something that is parallels to what Axis Sanctuaries and Chapels is doing, and that is they're actually coming together and they're actually bringing together different theistic groups and one umbrella, so that all different theistic and spiritual Satanists or traditional Satanists can get together and exchange information and even support one another. So that's the biggest campaign that's been going on for the last maybe 6 months to a year, and needless to say, with great magnitude, because now there's a lot of groups supporting this organization, and it's called Temples of Satan. Now this isn't ran by a gentleman the truck driver gentleman that likes to run his mouth and talk about victory and all kinds of stupid shit. This is actually ran by a former priest of his named Gino V. And the director is Sin Jones. So this organization actually is starting to reach out to different other theistic, traditional, or spiritual Satanists, and they're coordinating and supporting one another. And the thing is, and let me tell you something, and this is what makes a difference to me, just me of course, and that is they're real. What makes them real? Well, one church happens to be not only theistic, it happens to be a recognized church, and they did an official marriage in Oklahoma. And so this is the real shit. This is what's really going on. This is what people are really doing. I always see with the atheists and theists both, they do a lot of chest thumping. They want to go off and tell the world we're super special, we're hardcore, and we're all this bullshit. And the reality it is, if you ever look at my case with LeVay, proof is in the example. What have you done to be hardcore? What have you done to be, super big and whatever? And the thing is, chances are you're just a big mouth behind a microphone or even in front of a camera. So this is where I come from with my perspective is, it's like my question was a legitimate question. What about you guys calling yourselves theistic Satanists? So, knowing the people that I've known for the last, about 6 months roughly, and seeing something that's formed that actually parallels kind of like what I'm doing, but strictly left-hand path and also theistic, and that is the Temples of Satan. I think it's called the New Aeon. So, with that said and done, you got to take a look at these guys. It's interesting. And the thing is, if you're a crackpot or you're one of those people that I just described, a real long tradition or whatever, smokescreen bullshit you want to spread, you're not going to be affiliated with them. In fact, there is an application process should you want to be part of the social network. So, passcodes and all. I mean, there's no trolling bullshit there. So, but anyways, for you out there who are theists, who are either independent or you actually have a group or a collective, I implore you to check out Temples of Satan. These guys have organized. They have they have the federal EIN number, the whole 9 yards, and they're formulating themselves to be a church as well. But it isn't just a particular ideology. Temples of Satan is not a single ideology. What they are is they are an inclusive group of traditional, spiritual, and theistic Satanists. So they're like an umbrella group for all the other groups. In fact, if you see the main page, you'll see a lot of different affiliates. And so regarding to my first video, I can honestly say questions are answered, because now you got groups out there who are actually doing stuff, making it real, making it official, and and establishing themselves to be the forerunners and the forefront people. I mean, whether you agree with it or not, at least they're doing something. They're actually putting theory into action, and that's where my respect goes to, is the people who actually do shit. So if you're a blowhard behind the microphone or the video camera, what good are you? Anybody can do what I'm doing. Anybody can go in front of a microphone and talk too. But the thing is, I do this to get the message out and the questions out. And I am actually doing stuff myself. Go check my Access channel. But anyways, that's the scoop there. So I just want to reach out to the theistics out there that, hey, there's something going on. In case you didn't see it, I want to show you where it's at. So anyways, I wish you well, and I take care, and bye for now.